8 or 24?
Number 8. 24 was more challenging.
It's Monday, so that means 3 things. 1, I'm not your MCM. 2, it's a Mamba Monday. And 3, it's time for the 824 podcast. How you guys doing? I'm your host, the product of power, the divine with the Chuck Paul. Episode 222, Married to the Game. Oh man, classic track off that DJ Esco and Future mixtape, E.T. Extraterrestrial, Esco Terrestrial. My apologies. Ooh, I hope you guys enjoyed your week. I hope you guys enjoyed your week and all that good stuff. I know. I have been gone for 2 weeks, but with good reason. I was in Atlanta for my bachelor party weekend. Got to see my Knicks win a couple games. They didn't win the series, but fuck it, we'll get into all that later. Then your boy got married. Yeah, been out the game for a while, but now it's official. Oh my God, my wedding was fucking incredible. It was some shit out the movies. You know, shout out to everybody that came through. Shout out to everybody who donated to our honeymoon fund. Those who didn't, yeah, the link is still available. That shit wasn't cheap. I'm gonna go through some pics, and I think I got like a clip of my wedding vows. We actually had like someone who was there to create social media clips for us. You know what I'm saying? You know, I did a whole little WWE bloodline type entrance. My son is my wise man. Gives me my Hawaiian lei around my neck. We throw the ones up. Me in that purple, white, black blazer. Cut fresh. Look at my boy right there is my wise man. My lovely wife right there and her uncle. Shout out to my groomsmen, you know what I'm saying? Jazz, Julius, Joe, and Varney. And I have a wedding to go to next Thursday. My cousin's the one at the end, yes. Another wedding to go to. This picture, you could say, sums up how it was. We came out to Boozy Wipe Me Down. That's us showing off our bling blouse. A lot of diamonds right there. It's a lot of sneakers. A lot of Transformers. A lot of weed. Yeah. Actually, my goddaughter took this pic while they were taking professional pics of us. Pretty dope. You know what I'm saying? Look at this. You know what I'm saying? Fly Regal shit. Those flowers were expensive. I'm so happy I'm done paying for them shits right now. Oh my God. The first dance on smoke, on a cloud. I'm gonna play you a little bit of my wedding vows. Wise man, my phone. Y'all ready? I'm gonna tell y'all a little story. Yeet. Landy and I known each other since we were 13 years old. Yeet. That's the 9th grade. Yeet. That's 29 years. Yeet. On and off together for 15 years. Yeet. So half the time we've known each other, yeet, we've been together. Yeet. Well, it's meant to be. Yeet. I said it's meant to be. Yeet. I am mad the Knicks lost. Want to watch the full wedding vows of mine? Go on my IG page. The Pope Chuck Paul. That is THEE Pope Chuck Paul on Instagram. Yeah, it's pinned to the top. But yeah, man, it was pretty dope. You know, like I said, shout out to all my friends and family that came through. I I was so smacked. Oh my God. Shout out to everybody that donated to the honeymoon fund. Shout out to folks who just for showing love online. I ain't been this happy in a long motherfucking time. You know what? Yeah. I almost said something I was gonna put my foot in my mouth, but you know what? Fuck it. I was gonna say I haven't been this happy since I got Optimus Prime, because I'm looking at my toys right there. I'm like, well, I was happy, but not as this happy. This is more permanent happy. You know what I'm saying? But moving right along. Woo, WWE Money in the Bank was yesterday, and I almost missed all of it because I was in Jersey and I came back to Philly, and there was a fire down the street that knocked the electricity from 8 in the morning till 8 at night, and I didn't get back to Jersey till like 5:30. So yeah, Naomi is your Money in the Bank for the women. Zesty Seth freaking Rollins, he wins Money in the Bank. Lazy booking, he did not need to win. That should have went to someone like LA Knight or even Solo for story purposes. But we did see Jacob finally turn on Solo and say, I hate you, Solo. I think it was too soon, but we'll see what happens. We'll see if Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa heal from the injury so they could be back to the 4 bloodline that Solo has with JC Mateo. Becky Lynch beat Lyra Valkyra. Dirty Dom beat Octagon Jr. He challenged him in the AAA NXT Worlds Collide show that came on YouTube at 3 p.m. yesterday. Well, Saturday. You know, I'm shooting on Sunday. Tomorrow's Monday, which means today's Monday. You get it. Main event, Jey Uso and Cody Rhodes defeated John Cena and Logan Paul with the help from Ron, the Truth Killings. When I seen the motherfucker come through in all black, hitting Cena, I was like, who else does he have beef with? R-Truth. And he definitely was throwing R-Truth some shout outs on Friday. A lot of talk saying that this is a work, but no, it was the fans who was chanting, who made Nick Khan change his mind and bring him back as Ron Killings, maybe take a pay cut, whatever. I'm just enjoying the entertainment. Happy he's back, man. But yeah, Money in the Bank was cool. I gotta rewatch the women's because I got here late, so I'm probably rewatch that tonight. But I picked Naomi to win, so I'm happy about that. We'll see if she catches in on Io Sky or Tiffany Stratton. Now let's get to the meat and potatoes of this episode. Oh man, this Diddy trouble getting nastier and fucking nastier. I don't even want to know half this stuff, but guess what? If I gotta watch it, you gotta hear about it. So some of you may or may not know 50 Cent ex-girlfriend / baby mother is Daphne Joy. Yes. Let's take a look at her real quick. Look at him at 50. Man, you love somebody when y'all be matching this shit, you and the kid and all that. Look at them back in the day. This motherfucker's out there playing photographer for her. That's how you know you got feelings for somebody. But something had to happen. Once that baby dropped, she wanted to live that lifestyle, and he said, nah, I'm not gonna be supporting that shit. Then she did what most whores do. Not women, whores. Sell that box. Look at her and Diddy. But man, oh man, it gets nastier and nastier. So, a lot of people think this is the reason why 50 and Diddy got beef, but it goes way back when 50 was really trying to establish G-Unit as a record label and was signing other artists. He was trying to sign Mace, but Diddy wouldn't let Mace out of his contract. He wanted $2 million for his contract, and 50, in quote, said Mace wasn't worth $2 million with $2 million in his pocket. What does that have to do with Diddy in this case? Well, the Jane Doe in this case is Daphne Joy, 50 Cent's baby mother, the ex-girlfriend also. So, pretty much, Diddy was paying her $10K a month and paying her rent just to attend hotel freak-offs. She was also getting $7K a month in child support from 50. So she was getting $17K a month. But the reason why she wanted more money from Diddy and whatnot, is because she maxed out 3 credit cards trying to furnish her house. This is the definition of living outside of your means. You know, $7K a month and you fucking that up? Oh my goodness. She offered Diddy an all-star freak off with 3 top escorts of his choice to, you know, persuade him into not cutting her off, because she was going back and forth, being jealous of the other girls. On her birthday, she got a train ran on her. On one of Diddy's other girlfriend's birthdays, I'm assuming Young Miami, he had a big old party for her. And she was upset that she was just being used to watch getting fucked and trains ran on her, while the other girl gets to be paraded in public. Some freaky things she had mentioned, that after these encounters, the escorts would finish on her and she wouldn't clean it off because Diddy would like to play with the men's semen. Nasty nigga. Then there was also a voicemail that Diddy left for Mrs. Daphne. I'm gonna let you guys hear this shit. It's pretty funny.
Hey, I really don't know what's going on with you, but I just want to just give you a heads up that I'm about to really disappear on you. You feel me? I'm not going to be playing these games with you at all, at all. So I don't know. You think you silent treating me, and you think I'm gonna be, nah. You'll have a rude awakening. You'll just have silence, and ain't nobody threatening you. And I ain't trying to go back and forth with no woman. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, I ain't got no time for no motherfucking games. Where my life is at right now, I don't have no time for no games, baby girl. Me and you could be mad. I could have a spat. We could have whatever. Then after that, you better get on your job. That's really that's all it is. Cause you got me on my job. Nah, it ain't never gonna work like that over here. You know what I'm saying? I was trying not to leave this message, but you have left me no choice. So either you go in the direction of like moving on and shit like that, or you like just like have me just keep moving. Ain't no threat. I'm just being clear. I can't do this shit with you every time you get upset.
Pretty much. Puff is pretty much giving her the lifestyle she wants, paying for that lifestyle. She better toot that thing up and make it roll. I mean, hey, look, she can always get a job, right? I'm just saying, no one's forcing her. He said you can go ahead and move on with your life. And it's crazy because Diddy got a thing for like motherfuckers' exes. I think Diddy has this homoerotic fanatism with his enemies' exes. It's like, well, he can't sleep with Al B. Shore or Tupac or 50, but maybe he could fuck their exes, and it's like being with them. Always found it weird when I hear dudes say shit like, oh, I want to fuck his girl. Like, why? There's other women out here that you can possibly be with. And I also think these victims are looking more and more like bad negotiators. Here, $10K a month is pretty good. It's an untaxed $100,000, about $100K, you know. Maybe we should have said, you know, only one freak off a week. I don't know, man. And he asked for another mistrial, and it was denied because there was inconsistencies with one of the testimonies about him hanging a woman off a balcony and her saying she doesn't remember, she can't recall, you know. But we'll see, man. What else? Yeah, man, need to wrap these freaky tales up. It's honestly looking more and more like it was a bunch of women who was complicit with everything until they weren't getting the amount of money they wanted, or they were jealous of other girls receiving more than them. Like, yo, I know they're probably slow cooking still, but get to the murder. Get to the child endangerment and the child molestation and things of that nature. Serious crimes. Because all this shit sounds like domestic violence, and give them probation or time served. or some restraining orders. Seriously. And there was some talk around town like, if he is convicted, would Trump pardon him? He did pardon an NBA young boy. He communed Larry Hoover's sentence and a few others. But this is what Trump had to say in 2012 about Diddy.
Working for Diddy for 6 years trained me to have to be perfect.
Working for Diddy?
Absolutely.
I love Diddy. You know, he's a good friend of mine. He's a good guy.
He expects.
Is he a good guy?
I don't want to answer that
Oh,
question.
wow. I think he's a good guy. I'm going to stick up for him.
That's one thing I said about Trump. He loyal to the soil with motherfuckers that ride for him. You know, you see through the years him and Diddy on a number of occasions. Look, even more recent, Trump and his wife and Diddy. Look at this. BFFs. But as of late, when asked this question, would he pardon him? Here's what he had to say.
They're wasting a lot of money if they're going to continue with that nonsense.
And this one's a little bit more of a page 6 question, but back when you hosted The Apprentice, you mentioned once in 2012 that Diddy was a good friend of yours back then. He has since found himself in some very serious legal trouble.
Yeah, that's true.
Would you ever consider pardoning him?
Well, nobody's asked. You had to be the one to ask, Peter, but nobody's asked. But I know people are thinking about it. I know they're thinking about it. I think some people have been very close to asking. First of all, I'd look at what's happening, and I haven't been watching it too closely, although it's certainly getting a lot of coverage. I haven't seen him. I haven't spoken to him in years. He used to really like me a lot, but I think when I ran for politics, he sort of, that relationship busted up from what I read. I don't know. He didn't tell me that, but I'd read some little bit nasty statements in the paper all of a sudden. You know, it's different. You become a much different person when you run for politics and you do what's right. I could do other things, and I'm sure he'd like me, and I'm sure other people would like me, but it wouldn't be as good for our country. As we said, our country's doing really well because of what we're doing. So I can't, it's not a popularity contest. So, I don't know, I would certainly look at the facts. If I think somebody was mistreated, whether they like me or don't like me, it wouldn't have any impact on me.
Mr. President,
What are those things that Diddy said about Trump? Shit, here they are right now.
Trump gets elected, I really do believe in my heart there'll be a race war. That's why this message is not just to black people. You know what I'm saying? This message is to everybody. You know, this man is really trying to turn us against each other and put us in a situation. America messed up.
Also,
white men like Trump need to be banished.
oh my God. Nigga, I don't know if Trump still would pardon him, but we shall see. But sticking to Trump, there was split between the two-man power trip. And I don't mean Stone Cold Steve Austin and Triple H. I'm talking about Donald J. Trump and Elon Musk, all over the big, beautiful bill that Trump recently passed. It will leave a lot of people on Medicare without Medicare. SNAP benefits will be cut back, amongst other things. But I'm not here to talk about the bill. I'm here to talk about Elon and Trump. Elon tweeted this on the 28th of May. As my scheduled time as a special government employee comes to an end, I would like to thank President real Donald Trump for the opportunity to reduce wasteful spending. The Doge mission will only strengthen over time as it becomes a way of life throughout the government. Then all of a sudden, they started going crazy on Twitter. Elon's like, without me, Trump would have lost the election, Dems would control the House, and the Republicans would be 51-49 in the Senate. Such ingratitude. Then he goes, time to drop the really big bomb. Real Donald Trump is in the Epstein files. That is the real reason they have not been made public. Have a nice day, DJT. They gotta fight. That's about it. And I believe this also comes from Trump saying if we really want to save money in the economy, we cancel a lot of Elon's contracts. Interesting. And then there were people saying that Trump should deport Elon. I'm like, wow, this is crazy. White man turning each other down. See, look, black folks, you can't say that shit no more. It's only us. It's only us. You got 2 billionaires fighting. Hey, man, better them than me. Also, the BMF Black Motherfuckers Black Mafia Family season premiere was on Friday. So, Terry and Meech broke a Mexican drug lord out of a Mexican prison. Come on, man. Really? Y'all be taking this shit a little too far, man. Y'all be taking this shit a little too far. Also, there was, while Meech was missing, Jay Push out in St. Louis, you know, dude from The Wire, he owed Meech and Terry money. Terry trying to establish himself as the boss while Meech is gone. Jay Push is like, nah, I deal with Meech, not little brother. So Terry wants to go send folks to go get him out there. He does that and he's like, yo, he's out in Detroit. He at the shop. They go to the shop. Terry's like, yo, turn the lights off. We about to handle this nigga. Meech walks in. He's like, yo, I'm trying to, and Terry's like, I'm trying to get our money back. He said, I already got the money. That's why I'm in town. They get into a big ass fight. Meech beat the brakes off of Terry. You know what I'm saying? And they're like, yo, what the fuck happened in Mexico? I guess we will find out next episode. Also, Lamar is back. He's out of rehab from smoking on that glass dick. What's the first thing he do? Try to shoot and kill Terry and Meech. But who's there to save him out of nowhere? B. Mickey. Hits him in each shoulder. Bang, bang. Guess what happens though? Lamar escapes again. This black cat really got 9 lives, yo. He really does. Moving along, the NBA Finals. Oh my goodness. Sheesh. The Pacers and the fucking Oklahoma City Thunder. How about that? The NBA Finals had the lowest rated NBA Finals opener. 4.7 average rating. They also had the least watched NBA Finals opener. 8.9 million viewers on ABC. Yeah, damn. Look, man. I wish Tyrese Halitosis and Gay Gilgeous-Alexander nothing but the best. But no one cares about these teams except for people who live in Oklahoma City and motherfuckers who live in Indiana. I'm sorry. I'll catch the highlights. You know. Oh yeah, Shai Gilgeous won MVP. Good for him. Yeah, man. Before I let go, this is the last time you may be seeing me shoot at this location. I should have an episode for you guys next week anyway, but the show must go on. Like I always say, like, share, subscribe, comment. God is good. God is great. Thank God my paper straight. I am the Pope Chuck Paul. Peace out.